Hi, my name is Liaquat Ali. The topic we are going to present is determination of softening point of polymer. The other members who are going to present this topic with me are Mohammad Umar, M. Idris Salim, M. Afaq Zaid Randhawa. Experiment. Experiment is the determination of softening point of polymer. Now we see objectives. There are two main objectives: determination of VCAT softening temperature or VCAT hardness of polymer plastic. Second objective is determination of heat deflection temperature of polymer plastic. Now the specimen used in this experiment is polymer plastic, as we can see it, and the apparatus required for this experiment is Ray-Ran VCAT heat deflection temperature tester. Here is the pic where we can see the apparatus. Now we see what is a polymer. A polymer is a substance or material consisting of very large molecules or macromolecules composed of many repeating subunits. As we can see, there are monomers of same type. They undergo polymerization and form a long chain of a polymer. Now we see types of polymer. There are two types of polymer on the basis of backbone chain. First is organic polymers that are carbon backbone chain, and second one is inorganic polymer in which chains are consist of elements other than carbon. Here is the peak. This is the peak of DNA, that is organic polymer, and this is polymer plastic, that is inorganic polymer. Polymer properties. There are different properties of polymer. Here we see only few properties such as hardness. Polymers are resistant to permanent change in shape and have ability to recover its shape. Stiffness. Stiffness, that we can also say rigidity, is a property of a polymer that is described by flexural modulus or bending modulus of elasticity. It is a measure of material stiffness resistance to bend when a force is applied perpendicular to the long edge of a sample. There are many other properties such as optical properties and chemical properties. Now we see what is softening point indicates. First we see what is softening point. The softening point is the temperature at which a material softens beyond some arbitrary softness. Researchers have discovered that tantalum carbide and hafnium carbide materials can withstand scorching temperature of nearly 4000 degrees Celsius. In this peak we can see what is softening. Here we can also see what is softening.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Afaq Zahid and my registration number is 2018CH260. Our experiment is to calculate the softening point of the polymer. Basically, there are two types of the softening temperature of the polymer. The first is heat distortion temperature. Now, the definition of the heat distortion temperature is the temperature at which the polymer test bar will bend at 0.25 mm under the given load, which is applied on the inductor on the equipment. It is actually the measure of the stiffness of the material as the temperature increases. And the ASTM standard which is used to calculate the heat distortion temperature is 648. The temperature that is rise in the bath at the rate 278 per minute, and the most commonly load which is applied on the indenter is 0.46 megapascal or 1.8 megapascal. Basically, this is the sample equipment to calculate the heat distortion temperature. This is the oil bath in which the oil is present. That is the decanter on which the load is placed. The load is either 0.45 or 1.8 megapascal. That is the thermometer to check the temperature of the oil which is present in that bath. This is the stirrer to continuously mix the oil in the bath. The temperature in that oil bath of the oil is rising at the rate 2 centigrade per minute. That is the decanter on which the dial indicator is attached, which is used to measure the wetness of that specimen when the load is placed on that indenter. The test sample is placed on that spot, and the sample and the indenter make the 90 angle, which means that the indenter is positioned at the center of the test sample, which is also known as the specimen. The whole mechanism is that when we can put the load on the indenter, and as we can increase the temperature by the rate 2 centigrade per minute, then the test sample will start to bend, and the temperature at which the test sample will bend at 0.25 millimeter, that temperature is known as heat distortion temperature. This is the second type, which is the Picard-Soften temperature. The definition of the Picard-Soften temperature is that the temperature at which the specimen is penetrated to the depth of 1 millimeter by a flat-ended needle with 1 millimeter scale, which is either sphere or cross-sectional area. Basically, it is the temperature at which the specimen is penetrated to the depth of 1 millimeter. The mean of this line is that the needle which is attached to the indenter, as we can see in the next slide, is penetrated to the specimen at the 1 millimeter of depth, and the needle which is attached to the indenter has the cross-sectional area of 1 millimeter square. The cross-sectional area is either square or circular, and the ASTM standard which is used to measure the Picard-Soften temperature is ASTM 1525. The rate at which the temperature is increased is either 120 centigrade per hour or 50 centigrade per hour. The common load which is placed on the indenter is either 50 Newton or 10 Newton. The specimen size. The specimen which is put on that spot has the dimension of the following: 3 and 3.5 millimeter thickness and at least 10 millimeter in the width and the length. That is the sample equipment which is used to find the Picard softening temperature of the polymer. That is the detector on which the weight, which is either 10 Newton or 50 Newton, is placed, which is attached to the strode measurement, which is used to measure the penetration of that needle, which has a cross-section area of 1 millimeter square and has the area which is either square or circular cross-sectional, is penetrate in that sample to 1 millimeter. And the whole mechanism is that when we can raise the temperature of that oil to the rate with 120 centigrade per hour or 50 centigrade per hour, then as the temperature is increases, then that needle will start to penetrate in that sample, and the temperature at which that needle is penetrated to 1 millimeter to that sample is known as Picard softening temperature. The equipment which is used in the research lab to calculate the Picard softening temperature and heat distortion temperature of the polymer is Ray-Ran Picard HDT tester. That is the procedure to calculate the Picard softening temperature and HDT temperature by the Ray-Ran Picard HDT equipment. First of all, we can put the initial condition on the circuit operator, that is material reference operator, ID batch number, date and time, as you can see in that picture. Then we can select the type which we can proceed, which is either HDT, which is stand for heat distortion temperature, or we can softening temperature. Then we can press OK and proceed further. Then we can select the rate at which the temperature of the oil which is present in the bath is increasing. For example, 2 centigrade per minute. Then basically in that equipment there are 6 stations, and for each station we select the penetration magnitude, for example 1 millimeter, and the weight or the load which is applied on the decanter, which is placed centrally on the specimen. Then we can select the starting temperature of the oil which is present in the bath, as you can see in that diagram. In that diagram you can see the rate of increasing temperature of the oil as we select that 50 centigrade per hour. In that we can select the weight magnitude for the station 1 and 2, that is 5 kilograms. Similarly, we can select the magnitude of the weight and the penetration, which is 1 millimeter for the station 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we can press OK to proceed further on the screen operator. Then we load the specimen, which is plastic, which is at the room temperature, on the specific spot so that it is approximately centered to the decanter. As you can see in the figure, that is the spot, and this is the plastic specimen which is placed at that point. This is the decanter which is positioned at the center of that specimen, and this is the needle which is used in the calculation of the Vickers softening temperature. And if we is desired to calculate the heat distortion temperature, then we can replace that needle with the square light specimen which bend that specimen to 0.25 millimeter. That temperature is known as HDT. As you can see in that figure, these port ends, we can open these port ends and put the specimen in that end, and then we can screw out these port, and then we place the specimen, which is either needle like or square like, depending upon the desired to the calculation which temperature we want to calculate, either it is HDT or Vickers softening temperature. Then we can screw the that specimen with the that decanter, as you can see in the figure, and position the decanter and the specimen to the center of the specimen, which is plastic in that experiment. Then we put the whole specimen into the oil bath and press OK on the screen operator to start the process. This will take around 5 to 6 minutes to proceed the process which we choose in the earlier step, which is either HTT or Vickers softening temperature process. Then we can put the weight on the decanter which we select on the earlier step, and we reset the dial which is used to measure the penetration and the bendness magnitude. As you can see in the figure, that is basically the load which is put or placed on that decanters. Then we can press OK on the screen button or screen operator to proceed further. After reset the dial and press the button OK on the screen operator, we get the results of the process which can choose in the earlier step. Basically, as we tell you earlier, that there are basically 6 stations in the equipment, and this is the result of the 6th station. As you can see in that picture, that we can proceed the Vickers softening temperature process, and the temperature increasing rate of the oil in the bath is 50 centigrade per hour. And as you see that there is small difference between these values, this is because due to the dirt particle, and then we can take the average of that its value, and the average value is known as Vcat softening temperature, or if we can do the HDT process, then it is known as HDT temperature. In this slide, I revised the whole procedure to put the specimen in that spot. Basically, this is the spot in which the specimen is put. This is the specimen which is plastic or other metal. This is basically the indenter, and that species will depend upon the process which we can do. If we can do the Vickers softening temperature, then this is the needle light, which has a cross-section area of 1 millimeter square, or the cross-section is at the sphere or circular. And if we can do the HDT process, then this is the square light which bend that specimen. And as we know that the temperature at which that specimen, which is square light, will bend that specimen to 0.25 millimeter is known as HDT, and the temperature at which, if that specimen is needle light, then the temperature at that needle light specimen is penetrated to that specimen to 1 millimeter, then this is temperature is known as Vickers softening temperature. Then we can put that whole specimen into that oil bath, the temperature of the oil bath, then we can increase the temperature of oil bath, the rate which we can select on the screen operator, and the remaining procedure I will told you earlier. Conclusion: as we can increase the temperature of the bath is going to increase, then the penetration in VCAT softening temperature process and the bendness in the HDT process is stored and gradually increases, and when it reaches its maximum limit, we say that the process which we indicate either it is heat distortion temperature or Vickers distortion temperature, then we can say that the heat distortion temperature or Vickers distortion temperature is achieved. Basically, the conclusion is that when we can increase the temperature of the bath gradually, then the bendness and the penetration in the specimen is stored. And as we know that the limit of the bendness in the HDT process is 0.25 millimeter, and the limit of the penetration of the needle in the specimen is 1 millimeter. When these limits are reached, then the temperature at which these limits are reached is known as heat distortion temperature or Vickers softening temperature. In other words, or in simple words, it is the test of the stiffness or the hardness of the polymer. As the temperature is increases, then the hardness or stiffness of polymer is decreasing. There is the inverse relationship between the temperature and the stiffness or hardness.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Umar and my registration number is 2018CH244. I am here to discuss on the equipment used in the softening point of the polymer. There are few equipments used to determine softening point of the polymers. Ray-Ran VCAT HDT tester is the most common and mostly used equipment. Ray-Ran is a company mainly known for the manufacturing of testing instruments for the plastics and the polymers. HDT stands for the heat deflection temperature and VCAT is named for the test. The HDT apparatus is used to determine the deflection and softening point characteristics of all types of thermoplastic specimens. In simple words, it is used to evaluate thermal properties of plastic materials. Every equipment has some testing standards. So in this equipment, the standards are ASTM D1525, ASTM D5944, and so on. It is a 2, 3 or 4 station device that will test 2, 3 or 4 samples simultaneously. The number of stations allowed us to do maximum test in a certain time. Here on the left side we have a 2 station device and on the right side we have a 4 station device. This device utilizes microprocessor technology to accurately determine the deflection and softening point characteristics of all thermoplastic specimens. The HDT apparatus allows for multiple simultaneous testing of samples depends on the amount of test stations available. It can be either 2, 3 or 4. We look into the specifications of our equipment, then we will observe it is a simple manually operated raise and lower function of the test stations. It ensures easy access to the test sample supports for sample loading and retrieval before and after each test. Each test station is fitted with a PT100 platinum resistor thermometer which accurately records the temperature next to the sample under test to 0.1 degrees C. There is an electronic displacement transducer which measures the sample displacement to 0.01 mm as a standard or to 0.001 mm as an option. The on-board microprocessor ensures test result accuracy and repeatability. The built-in liquid crystal display (LCD) provides simple on-screen instructions, reducing user error. Test parameters are easily selected using the on-board membrane keyboard. A simple data selection process and yes/no prompts make the operating procedure very simple to undertake. The microprocessor temperature control function ensures the ramping rates of either 50 degrees C per hour or 120 degrees C per hour. Ramping rates is the increase or decrease in the output per minute and is usually expressed as megawatts per minute. These are kept within the specified test standard requirement as well as the performing non-standard ramp rates to consumers on specific needs. Test temperatures of 300 degrees C are easily achievable, and to ensure optimum safety at higher temperature, the nitrogen blanket option is recommended. Sometimes there is a cooling method which is provided by a water piping system as a precautionary measure. Let us try to explain our equipment with the help of a video. This is a 3-station tester that will run 3 samples simultaneously and show separate results. These are the 3 stations on which the samples will run, and each station contains separate displayer. This is a deflection measuring sensor with digital indicator, and here are the output will be result. This is the PID controller on which the temperature range of ambient temperature to 300 degrees C is maintained. This equipment also contains the cooling method through a water piping system as our precautionary measure. Talk about the applications of this equipment. This equipment's own important due to its vast industrial applications. It is mostly used in plastics and resins manufacturing industries. Drop weight testers for tests on plastics, drop weight testers for Pellini tests, rebound resilient testers. Besides these applications, this equipment is also used for other purposes like high energy drop weight testers from 20 kJ. At the end, I will conclude that this equipment is very useful due to its vast industrial effects with simple handling and good and accurate result output. That's all from my side. Hope you will find it informative.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Adris Reem. My registration number 2018CH258. The topic I discuss the importance of softening point. This test is particularly suited to control and develop water. Data obtained by this test method may not be used to predict the behavior of the plastic material at which elevated temperature, except in application in which the factor of time, temperature, and method of loading and fiber stress are similar to those specified in this test method. This test method covers the determination of the temperature at which an arbitrary deformation occurs when specimens are subjected to an arbitrary set of testing conditions. This test method applies to model and sheet the material available in thickness of 3 mm and later in which are rigid and semi-rigid at normal temperature. Importance of HDT represent a value which can be used to compare different materials with each other. Applied in many aspects of product design, engineer and manufacture product using thermoplastic component. Higher HDT temperature mean a faster modeling process in induction modeling process. Application. High temperature plastic have a variety of application. After used has to replace more conventional material to reduce the weight, toast or meet a specific application requirement. Application for high temperature plastic are given below. aircraft, airspace, interior aircraft, airspace, electrical component, automotive application, wire insulation for extremely high temperature application, cable, toppling and connector, electrical electronics application at high service temperature, medical tubing or other products that require sterilization, monofilament for the production of woven product for filter and belting and meshes. It has performed two tests. One test is HD test and second is VITAS test. HD test has performed for two polymers, light ABS and nylon, and for it has two results, CPAT results and developed independent results. It tests two value for one ABS and nylon CISO and performed and made a graph on the given data between temperature and material of the HDT. It made a graph, temperature and polymer type ABS and nylon CISO. And second VST test, then polymer type in this test are same for light HDT test. The polymer type is ABS and nylon CISO. It tests two value for this testing and made a graph between temperature and material, and the graph show that the value of the ABS and nylon has different. In this graph it show that HD test in which ABS value is less than the nylon CISO, but in the VST test ABS value is higher and nylon value is less than the ABS value. In this figure we made a graph between the HDT and VITAS temperature between the total fiber contact. HDT and VITAS softening temperature for PVC and ASA wood composite at various tolerant fiber contents. In this figure, the VITAS softening temperature of the unfilled PVC and AS was determined to be about 83 Celsius. It is evident that the VITAS softening temperature and additive for the composite increase the total fiber content. So, VITAS softening temperature increased from the 85 Celsius to 96 Celsius. For additive, the unfilled PVC and AS showed HDT to be 70 Celsius. This value was also found to systematically increase with the total fiber content. The HDT increased from the 73 Celsius to. In the second figure, we made a graph between the elastic modulus and temperature for the two polymers, nylon and polycarbonate, and this graph show two curves. First curve is VITAS softening temperature and second curve is HDT. In this graph, TG show that the transition temperature of the glass. In this figure, we made a graph between modulus and temperature plot for the unreinforced nylon, CIS and PVC. In this figure, nylon CIS is semi-crystalline polymer, while PC is amorphous, and the results shown here represent typical behavior for these two clusters there. At room temperature, the elastic modulus for the both material agrees with the tensile modulus on the data sheet to within 2 to 3%. But while the most data sheet provide little or no information on the effect of the temperature properties, the follows a given complete map of the temperature dependent behavior for the two materials. Softening point of polymers. It has different polymers and have different melting point is a softening point. Light PTEFE to 60 Celsius, PFA to 60 Celsius, PEET to 60 Celsius, PEF 200 Celsius, PEI 180 Celsius, PET PBT 170 Celsius. It shows these polymers and these temperature that every polymer have different melting point and melt in different temperatures. Penetration. Put on full body sanis suit. Put air hose back for air hood over. Insert air hose into air hood tap. Put on air hood tap and tap to shut to prevent from the sliding up. To net purified air line to hood supply line. Zipper and seal suit, wear protective clothing when mixing and prepping and repairing, wear rubber gloves and protective overall chemical doodle and glass vapor purifying respirator. When spraying, wear rubber gloves protecting overall plastic boost protective hood and full face positive air pressure mask tap close are opening. And reference, so it has a different reference are given below. Allah Hafiz.